Not snakes or worms. Caecilians are amphibians belonging to the Gymnophiona order. Because of the Latin origins of the order's name, Caecilians are also known as naked snakes. The name Caecilian is derived from the Latin word meaning blind, and this is for good reason. Caecilians have extremely reduced eyes that are hidden beneath a layer of skin or even skull. Their eyes have evolved this way because they spend most of their time living underground. With the exception of a handful of aquatic species, Caecilians burrow beneath the surface of the earth, and this is a large reason why most of us have never even heard of them. Believe it or not, Caecilians live all throughout the tropics of the world, including Central and South America, South and Southeast Asia, Central Africa, as well as Indonesia, Sri Lanka, the Philippines, and the Seychelles. They're not found in Australia though, so you guys don't get to claim all the weird animals. There are nearly 200 species of Caecilians throughout the world. The shortest Caecilians are about 4 inches long, while the largest are 5 feet in length, making them longer than the height of an average 12-year-old. Generally, they appear gray, blue, or purplish in color, but some species come in bright oranges and yellows. These vibrant hues may be an indicator to predators like snakes and birds to stay away from toxic, untasty skin. Caecilians' bodies look like they're segmented like an earthworm, and, for some species, within the grooves of these ring shapes are scales, a primitive amphibian trait that is not found in most, if any, other amphibians. Caecilians also have tentacles. They're the only amphibians with these structures, and they use them to survey their surroundings. Oh, they also have no legs. Did we forget to mention that? Although they're relatively blind, they're pretty excellent hunters, and enjoy meals of earthworms, termites, caterpillars, snakes, fish, and eels in the case of the aquatic species, and even each other. I'm sure there's a bit of disagreement if two adults attempt to imbibe one another, but it's actually encouraged in the young of some species. All Caecilians produce offspring with the mating of a male and a female, but there are different ways babies are born. Some are born as eggs that hatch into larvae which metamorphose into adults. Pretty normal, and a lot like the salamander life cycle we discussed in our axolotl episode. But Caecilian reproduction doesn't end there. Some species are born viviparous, or live and not within an egg. On their way out, the baby Caecilians will eat the lining of their mother's oviduct. It doesn't stop there either. In other species, the mother will lay a clutch of eggs and guard it until the babies hatch. They'll stay with their mother for the next 4 to 6 weeks, all the while eating her dead skin, which is packed with large fat cells. I guess that's what they call motherly love in the Caecilian world. We don't know how long Caecilians live in the wild, though some have lived more than a decade housed in zoos. We're lacking in Caecilian research due to their elusive nature. Of the almost 200 species, a handful are classified as threatened or endangered in the wild, but for most, we don't have sufficient data to classify their status. It's possible they're under stress from habitat loss, like many other amphibian species today, but until more research is performed, we can't know for certain.